Family, friends, welcome to Truth Heals 1111 with your girl Chloe, and we are back with another predictive tarot card reading. Only take what resonates in this reading, what does not apply, allow it to fly. But please, if you are listening to this reading, taking consideration the information that may come out in the reading, and if you can see things from a different perspective, whether or not a situation may be in the past, present, or future, we can always learn something from listening through the cards. I love and respect each and every one of you. I do have some downloads to share with you. I hope each and every one of you are having a wonderful week. It's a start. Monday was very busy for me. I was booked back to back to back, but I am very grateful for today. That I have everything that I need, and I'm striving to go towards the things that I truly want. Again, I love each and every one of you, and let's go ahead and begin. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, I need each and every one of you to clear your thoughts at this time. Visualize me sitting across from you if you were sitting across from me. Um, no matter what is happening in this moment, no matter what answers you are looking for, we are going to clear our mind, clear our thoughts. Whether you're sitting or standing, get into around a relaxed nature to where you can feel like you're grounding yourself. And then I will be able to pull on the energy signature. That way you can know what is happening with you or what may be going on around you. Now, because I have Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, there's going to be a lot of people's energies right now. Stand, hold your energy. I don't need you to look at me or focus on the energy. What I need you to do is stay grounded. If you do step into my energy, your whatever's coming out of the cards will come out on my board. And if you're not ready for something to come out, any secret or any truth you're not ready to face, then I suggest you would find another reader to listen to. But if you're ready for the truth, okay, Spirit says, because you know the truth, what are you going to do next? I don't know who that was for. Something about you knowing the truth, family, friends, sir, ma'am. Spirit said, what are you going to do next now that you know some sort of truth? Okay, again, if you step into my energy signature, I will be able to read your energy. So be mindful of what's going to come out in these readings. So let us begin. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, I love each and every one of you. Please clear your thoughts, clear your mind. So the download that I received in my dream, it was giving me a warning that the tides are changing. Now, I don't know if this is seasonal tides. I don't know if this is life events happening in your life that's changing. Whatever is changing, Spirit wants me to let you know that things are changing in your life to prepare yourself for the changes that are about to come your way. For me, I'm up north, so right now it's raining a lot. So for me, what I took from it was to make sure that I'm eating. I cooked soup tonight, right? and I had a cup of orange juice to drink. But again, whatever's changing in your life, Spirit says prepare yourself for your changes. What else did I have here? It just totally blew my mind. Okay, let me go. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, before I pull any cards, I am going to pull on energy. Again, clear your mind, clear your thoughts, so I could be able to okay, somebody here is fighting with the brother or sister. You're arguing with, you may not be agreeing with the brother or sister. It's something about your home. Okay, family, friends, sir. Now this energy I pull a lot from each channel. A lot of you had trouble sleeping last night, or you may have trouble sleeping. A lot of people are feeling like you're not getting enough sleep. You're not getting enough rest. It feels like, yeah, you're not able to sleep at night. Um, Spirits has cut down on the beverage drinks. You may be drinking too much energy drink. You may be overdoing it on the caffeine. Or in the morning time, you may just have more than one cup of coffee, which is your body intake of the caffeine is when you go to bed at night. It is still coursing through your body and you're up at night as well. Um, or a lot of you could be night owls. Um, Ladies, something about you going to Bath and Body Works or getting you some smell good lotion, perfume. You're ready to take like a bubble bath, relax, or do something coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, you may have a strenuous work week to where it is going to be up and down, or your life is going to feel like it's going up and down. You may even feel like your life is going up and down at this moment. um Family, friends, sir, ma'am, please stay present in the moment. No matter what is going on in your external environment, make sure that you stay balanced on the internal. You are powerless to change what may go on outside of you, but what you do have power over is your thoughts and your action. Spirit, what else do we have? Something about kids. You were spending time with your kids. You would like your kids. Okay, so if you're a parent of kids, you are very mindful of what your children do. You're not hard on your kids, but like you're setting certain time brackets for when your kids can do certain things. You are being a I wouldn't say an authoritative parent, but you are being more of teaching your child how to be disciplined. Mm-hmm. Something about you having a craving for something. You've been having a craving for something. I don't know what the craving is because I'm getting multiple cravings here. Um, some of you have been like you may be attracted to somebody as well. You may be craving somebody's attention, somebody's love, somebody's intimacy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, all right, family, friends, sir, ma'am. If you lost a loved one, you could be thinking about the loved one. Um, Something about tapping on the shoulder. Why did I just hear tapping on my shoulder? I don't know what that meant, but you lost a loved one, but then something just felt like tapping on my shoulder. I don't know what that means, but I'll figure it out. Creativity. What do you do to be creative? How are you creative? Um, where do you start to be creative? Family, friends, sir, ma'am, thank you, each and every one of you, for watching me. I was on Facebook, right? And you know, the messages that I give about creativity, standing in your power, creating the life that you want for yourself. I've seen a lot of people in these new inventions, right? It's just so amazing how I can see things, and then all of a sudden I go to social media and here's all these new inventions. So again, if you follow me, please use your discernment and please trust me. The words that I'm coming to you, even though you may not feel them right now because of your mood, doesn't mean that this is not going to spark some sort of creativity later on in you. Uh, she's crazy. Family, friends, or now somebody said she's crazy. I don't know if you're talking about me or you're talking about somebody who's saying she's crazy. A lot of thoughts here. Um, You could be having a lot of arguments and fights in a relationship as well, or just disagreement, not arguments and fights, but disagreements. It's hard to see things from a man's perspective. So I just had a conversation with my cousin in Atlanta, right? And I went to a comedy show, right? And the guy said, he asked a census question in before the comedy show began, right? And he was trying to be funny. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, I would like to know, if you respond to any one of my platforms, I would like to know, who do you think cheats more, men or women? The second question he had asked, right? He said, I've been the cheater and then I've been cheated on, right? He said, only one of those things feels good. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, if you cheated and you've been cheated on, which one feels better? um, I don't know why that came back in my thought process again, but it came back up. And it comes out heavy. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, is your partner cheating, or are you a cheater? Are you just non-committal, or you just don't feel like being in a relationship right now? You'd rather just do your own thing and explore your personal freedom of, just engaging with who you are. Um, a lot of you are definitely exploring your sexual energy. And what I mean by you exploring your sexual energy, you're actually loving yourself. You may be attracted to, when you look in the mirror, you may be attracted to yourself. You tell yourself you look good. You tell yourself like you're handsome, you're beautiful. Um, Age ain't nothing but a number. I don't know why I heard age ain't nothing but a number. You could be telling somebody that age is not nothing but a number, and finding some way to agree to something where age is only a number. Um, Let me see. There are some of you who question. What are you questioning right now? Huh. I see a lot of questions that goes on in the back of your mind. You may question, you self-talk, right? You talk to yourself. I talk to myself, but you question a lot of things, right? Especially when you view your environment. Mm. All right, so I'm going to just pull some oracle cards, and then we are going to currently see what is in the energy. I am using Intuitive Kev's second tarot deck that he has. Well, this is the extra card deck. I have the first one, but this is the second one. All right, let me see what is currently going on in the energy. Now, I'm not going to pull no oracle cards and give you some sort of story, because a story can change with each and every one of you. Everybody's reaction is always going to be different from the actions that people may take. So what I'm saying is everybody's response is going to be different, which is why I can't give you the same story. Now, we can resonate that, we've been in relationships where things didn't work out. We have family members, the jobs, the places, the things, and da-da-da-da-da. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, I am going to go deep with each and every one of you. If any of this should be triggering to you, please do not hold any emotions towards a reading. But again, just simply log off of me and find someone else to watch that will entertain you what you want to hear. And also, I see things from a different perspective. There have been a lot of things in my life that I have been through, that I made it through. Now, I know some of you, your experiences are going to be far more different from mine. But as we see in the cards, we are going to see how each and every one of our shared experiences is going to help each and every one of us transform our life. Let's go. Spirit, ancestors, most high, divine, universe, ancestors, spirit guides, archangels, give me the truth and help me see the clarity in each and every given situation. Show me. Deity, divine creator, supreme being, a deity, deity. How do we say that, family friend? I was never good with saying this word. A deity, a deity, a supreme being, divine creator, supreme being. So family friends, ma'am, when we talk about religion, spirituality, listen here, I am no judge of religion or spirituality. If it works for you and your life is good, then stick with that spirituality. Do not let anyone change your belief if it is working for you. Now, if you are believing something and things are not working out with you, I'm going to need you to take a look at what you are praying to and what you are believing in. But right now, we have the Supreme Being. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, your faith is on 10 right now in regards to what? Let me see what your faith is on 10 about. Show me what you are having faith in. What is the Supreme Being? Show me the Supreme Being. Deity. Supreme Being. Divine Creator. Show me. I have Alpha. Leader. Dominant. Assertive. So family, friends, sir, ma'am, right now, a lot of you are in the divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And what I mean is you are stepping up in this leadership role, this assertive role, this dominant role, as a supreme being. The divine created you, whoever you believe in, has created you for a purpose. You have stepped into your power to you have stepped into being in the role of being a leader, being dominant, being assertive in the direction your life wants to go. Archangel Michael, please protect me in this reading. Do not allow anyone to project anything on me. Please block any interference or anything to stop me from delivering this message. All right, here we go. Show me Deity Alpha. Attachment is in reverse. Attachment is in reverse. All right. Can't nobody take your pride. Can't nobody hold you down. Oh no, you have to keep on moving. And with the attachment, there is nothing attached from you to tell me at this period of time you are stuck and stagnant in a situation. If right now your things in your life are not working out for you, it is by your own choice that things are not working out for you. But other than that, what are you bound to? If you don't, okay, let me say this, right? This is almost when you complain about something, right? Because you have to do it. But because you have to do it, it's part of your responsibility, right? And you're always questioning when are things going to get better because you still have to be responsible. And you're stuck in the situation of accepting that thing you have to do. With the attachment in reverse, you, family, friends, sir, ma'am, whoever I am talking to, Q invites you to co-host. No. I don't want anybody to co-host, I don't think. So with the attachments in reverse, you have nothing that you are bound to. Meaning, like, This is almost like someone trying to trap you in a situation. This is almost like staying in a dead end job. This is almost like being in an environment that you no longer want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Family, friends, certain ma'am, I want to make you aware of your strength. Um, when you are fully aware of you and you protecting yourself at this time, you are choosing what is going to be safe, the safest option for you right now. Show me the attachment in reverse. I have parents. 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 You grew up, some of you grew up, and I'm not saying just your blood parents, because strangers can come into our lives and it almost feel like they are a parent, right? Um, I've been adopted. Me personally, family, friends, sir, ma'am, let me tell you something. There are like, I have 5 mothers and I have like 6 fathers, right? Because each and every time I meet an older man, he's ready to like, he or she is like ready to adopt me for some reason, right? um, so like I have multiple parents and they're not blood, right? But they're very protective over me. They're very nurturing. They're very guiding. They're very respectful. They are family friends, sir, ma'am. Whether or not you've had good parents or you had, a child in tribulation parent, right? Either way, whatever environment is, and you found something in which you may be a parent, or you may have parents that are nurturing to you, or you are nurturing to people. Show me parents. Confirmation. Knowledge. 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 I'm family friends, sir, ma'am. Um, okay, so now I have to take you deep, right? Um, Whatever background you came from growing up, your parents had parents which taught them. Their parents had their parents which taught them. So if you were to keep continuing the cycle of your parents to their parents to their parents to such forth, so forth, so forth, you can stem it all the way back from the experiences of generations from the past, right? This is who we call our ancestors, right? Because it is the knowledge that is instilled from generation to generation to generation to generation, to where you are going to pass the knowledge to your children or your friends or other family members, or however you communicate. With the parents to the knowledge. This tells me through nurturing, healing, guidance, through um, people that love you, or parental figures, you have gained the knowledge, the wisdom, and the experience in life to be able to continuously move forward. Show me knowledge. Well, this is simple. This is real simple. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, there is no gender in tarot, right? Even though the cards have drawing a man, woman, cat, dog, boy, girl, boo, I don't care. If this is you, let it represent you. Hear the message, not the drawing of the card. The next card I have, with knowledge. With knowledge comes empowerment. With knowledge becomes empowerment. Knowledge to empowerment. You have the power to what? Have some sort of, you mean family, friends, sir, ma'am, I have spiritual rank. I have spiritual rank. Okay. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, you know the difference between right and wrong because when you know better, you're going to do better. In this situation, whatever faith that you have been subscribing to, whoever you may believe in, right? And if it's working for you, you have the knowledge, the empowerment, and the spiritual rank to make things happen not only in your life, but it comes from the wisdom that you've been taught and the belief. You may be a prayer warrior, even when you don't realize that you are praying. When you're in that moment of being in a situation and you be like, oh God, help me get out of this. And this is where sometimes you just pray, right? Even if you don't have a spiritual or religious or any type of belief, you still pray. Show me spiritual rank. Well, no, show me divine creator. Excess, too much gluttony in reverse. Excess, too much gluttony in reverse. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, it's almost like you tend to not try not to do too much when it comes to the way that you do things. Show me the excess in reverse. Show me, that's not it. Show me excess in reverse. Show me excess in reverse. I have Taurus. I have Taurus. I have the sign of Taurus. The sign of Taurus says patient and reliable, warm-hearted and loving, persistent and determined, flexible and security solving, jealous and possession, resentful and inflexible is your weakness. Okay. Why is Taurus here with the alpha? So family, friends, sir, ma'am, you are possessive over your life. You're possessive over the people, places, and things. And I wouldn't say possessive. I'm going to say change possessive into protective. Whoever you are, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at in the world, you are very protective over the things that you truly love. And then family, friends, sir, ma'am, I don't know who this is for, but a lot of us have went through these past few years dealing with the term narcissist, right? We've all had, even if you have not, believe me, your life is going to change when you meet one. But family, friends, sir, ma'am, this reading is going to really be peculiar to you, is because you dealt with the narcissist. You dealt with the narcissist who always believed that they were never wrong. I'm gonna stop right there because I'm not going no further. And that was my cue to stop. Contract, agreement, obligation. You could have had some sort of emotional bond with a narcissist as well. You could have thought this was your person. You could have agreed to something. You could have felt obligated to a narcissistic person. All right. Now let's get into the tail part. Let's see. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, did you defeat the devil? Oh my God. You did. You did. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, you defeated a narcissist too. Oh, somebody is mad. Oh, somebody is mad. You have a narcissistic person upset with you because that person feels defeated. Mm-hmm. My card just flew. Where did that card go? All right, family, friends, ma'am, let's see what is currently, what are you needing to know? What is about to happen for you? If this is your energy, what is about to happen in your life? Let's see. Show me the divine creator. King of Swords, the divine creator, the King of Swords. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, the divine creator, the supreme being with the King of Swords upright. It's like, this was the card when, look, this was the card that fell out when I said you defeated the narcissist. The Two of Pentacles is where you defeated the narcissist. What I'm going to say, with the Two of Pentacles, you were working on yourself, and you were also working on healing from a person that had narcissistic traits in their characteristic. But with the Supreme Being to the King of Swords, you are standing in your truth at this time. The King of Swords is somebody with discipline, structure, morals, values, beliefs. The King of Swords stands behind the rules, almost like what the Emperor in the tarot deck would be. The Emperor is more of a leadership role, making things happen with integrity, with harmony, with balance, and everything in life, right? But the King of Swords is somebody who is going to be adamant about fighting for what is right. The King of Swords is the type of person who's going to go hard, right? The King of Swords is somebody that, again, he's protective, he's truth speaking, he's loyal to a default. Now, what I want to say is the King of Swords is so logical. And people may see him as illogical, right? People may judge the King of Swords because sometimes people can't see the perspective of the King of Swords upright. But the King of Swords upright is, even though you cannot see things how he or she may see it, it's always going to work. Show me the King of Swords to the Alpha. Here we go. I have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. With you standing up in this leadership role, this assertive role, this dominant role, family, friends, sir, ma'am, the Six of Pentacles is asking you that even though life is maybe stable for you, even though life is okay for you, this does not mean that you can stop, right? This is like, you plant seeds, you take the action, you watch your life change, things start to happen good for you, right? And then you stay there at that level of just being okay with everything you've done. The Six of Pentacles is asking of you to keep going harder. This means, family, friends, sir, ma'am, you always have to let success be your best revenge. This means you have to go harder. There's a lot more that you can achieve, that you can obtain, that you can accomplish. You have to keep going and not just stay on a level of superficiality or the simple things in life. Well, I'm making it, or I'm okay, I have everything I need, I don't need to do nothing else. That's exactly wrong. You have more to do. You turn the Six of Pentacles into Seven of Pentacles. So you plant more seeds. And then you go to the 8, then the 9, then the 10, and then now you're at the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I have the Hermit. I have the Hermit. With attachments in reverse to the Hermit. There was some sort of isolation each and every one of you had to take in order to step out of your comfort zone. You separated yourself. By you separating yourself, you were able to gain introspection about the things that were happening in your life with the people, places, and things around you. Show me the parents. The Sun to the Queen of Cups. I have the Sun to the Queen of Cups to the parents. The Sun to the Queen of Cups, meaning, the Sun means, well, we all know what light means, right? With the light, things grow, right? With the light, you can see things, right? But with the Sun to the Queen of Cups, it's almost light had to shine in on your heart, right? Now, when you were dealing with certain people, places, and things in life, and you knew from the background that you came from, whatever background that you have came from, right? The Sun is always going to expose everything, right? This is where, you could have had parents who swept things under the rugs. You could have had lenient parents. You could have had authoritative parents. You could have had, you know what I'm saying? Like my father, right? He is more like disciplined and structured, right? And he tries to impose that on me, right? To the Sun, to the Queen of Cups, right? The Sun is almost like when you were a child and you were being nurtured as a child. Um, this is almost where y'all family friends are. Man, we was outside during the summertime till, you know what I'm saying, the street lights came on. We were never inside the house. We was always doing something, right? But the Queen of Cups, right here, to the Sun, to the Queen of Cups. Show me ancestor, spirit guides, archangels of the known and the unknown. Okay, I'm gonna take you back to your childhood. When you used to be at the playground and you were on, what's that thing that goes in a circle and you spin it and you get dizzy from it? I can't remember what that is. Or the teeter totter, the swings, or you were at the basketball court, the baseball field. You were very active in your youth. You rode bikes with friends. You played the first Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64. Oh, I missed the Nintendo 64. But this was back in the day. With the Sun to the Queen of Cups, you always came home and it was almost like your mother was there. She was very nurturing. She could have been healing. She was very guiding while you were there. For some of you, you may have had parents that worked a lot who were never home because they had to take care of home. You could have been left at home to take care of your siblings. Show me the knowledge to the empowerment to the spiritual rank. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, judgment. 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 If you don't know, now you know. I just heard Biggie Smalls. And if you don't know, now you know. With the judgment call. The judgment calls talks about life cycles where things end and a new cycle begins. The judgment calls also on behalf of your mindset, your behavior, your maturity level. It speaks of the experience to gain wisdom, things like that. Judgment here as well. Family, friends, sir, ma'am. And I'm going to speak on those who grew up in less unfortunate. And this is, you are so very powerful these days because you know what it's like to go without, which is why you strive to have everything in life you want. For those who grew up in more of a nurturing, healing environment, the judgment calls for You had to question your family and the society's beliefs in regards to your own livelihood, what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, you should be, where you shouldn't be, things like that. But the judgment call was like you had to make a judgment call in regards to the direction in life you wanted to take. With the knowledge and the empowerment, each and every time you go through a life cycle, it always empowers you to strive for more, to strive for better, to do better. Show me the spiritual rank. Show me spiritual rank. The chariot. I have the chariot. The chariot speaks about mental and emotional intelligence. Family, friends, sir, ma'am. Um, but the chariot can also talk about you being guided, you listening to your intuition, um, you knowing and understanding through mental and emotional intelligence what is going to be best for you and the direction you want to go. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, there was a point in time, maybe last year or so, that you were questioning something about moving on from. This was a hard decision you had to make. With this hard decision, you it could have like broken your heart that you had to make a decision, but still, you made the decision and you stood firm in that decision. Show me the excess in reverse. What are you not being excessive about? Okay, temperance came out in reverse. You could deal with anxiety. You can deal with stress. A lot of depression, seasonal depression. To the excess to the temperance in reverse. It's almost like in any given situations, you are quick to you'll question your emotions and you'll process the emotions, but it does something to you. With the excess, or it used to cause anxiety, it used to cause depression, it used to cause PTSD from being triggered by certain events that have happened in your life. With the access to the temperance in reverse, I see that you have been working on healing from all those things that used to once trigger you, the things that used to cause you anxiety. I'm not saying you cut off your emotions, you became mentally and emotionally stronger to be able to handle the things that come to you. Show me this Taurus, where you are patient, where you are kind, but you are also possessive. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is definitely taking your past experiences within your present moment. But the Ace of Wands speaks about the desires of the heart and the mind, and if they make sense logically, mentally, and emotionally. With the Ace of Wands upright, family, friends, ma'am, you are using your gifts, your skills, your aptitudes to move forward in life. With the Ace of Wands, this speaks of a beginning. Um, you may want to pause for a minute and come up with some ideas before just jumping out there and trying to have this new beginning and doing things like that. So, family, friends, ma'am, right now, the Ace of Wands is asking of you to take time to sit down and contemplate. Um, what more do you want in life? Where do you want to go? Um, where do you see yourself in the future? And then the Ace of Wands is the desire, but then you also have the sexual energy with that. The Ace of Wands, I would be mindful of controlling your sexual urges. If you're in a relationship, that's fine. If you're single, be mindful and protect your sexual energy at this time. The Ace of Wands can also be of significance that you are attractive, you are good looking, you may be seen as something that people admire or attracted to. Be mindful of who you are sharing your sexual energy with. There is a thing called transference of energy. If you sleep with the wrong person, you'll understand the next day why I tell you to be careful with who you sleep with. Show me the narcissist. All right, family, friends, sir, ma'am, here we go. If you are triggered, please log off because we're going to talk about this person who thought they were always right and very controlling in your life and always put the blame on you. Oh, Lord. The Tower. I have the narcissist to the Tower. I have the narcissist to the Tower. Family, friends, ooh wee, was not your world flipped upside down when you came across somebody who has these tendencies of wanting to control you, wanting to not taking accountability, lying, cheating, right? They're and then they play the victim, right? We all know, right? I'm the narcissist to the Tower. You were meant to meet somebody like this. Family, friends, sir, ma'am, you are an empath. Please be aware. As an empath, like myself as well, we are going to attract unhealed people. It's always going to be like that. There's nothing you can change because your heart is so good, pure, and strong. You're always going to attract people that are needing of assistance. And with your empathy, with your heart, you're going to want to protect them. You're going to want to save them. You're going to want to do for people. You're going to want to give. You're going to want to love, right? Because there's that emotion that you feel like that empathy for the person that's struggling, the person that can't handle themselves, the person didn't have. But again, you came across somebody who was a narcissist. This is not just a emotional disorder. This is a mental disorder as well, right? I even looked it up when I was taking both psychology 1 and 2. I asked my professor, right, in both classes, I was like, is there a cure for people who have that behavior? Family, friends, sir, ma'am, right now, there is no cure for narcissistic behavior. This was last year that I took the course, but again, I'll look this year. I think it's the DSM-5 that you can look for the disorders. The type of, it's the DSM-5 in which you look up like the symptoms of like mental and emotional health, and that's what the doctors use to diagnose people. So, but yeah, there's no cure for narcissism. Show me this contract, this agreement. What was this contract and agreement? Oh, yeah. Oh. With this narcissist and the Tower moment, this was a betrayal. The Ten of Swords to death in reverse. This was something that it was hard for you to let go of. With the Ten of Swords right here to the Death card in reverse, the Ten of Swords talks about being betrayed. You were betrayed by someone who had narcissistic behaviors because you were an empath. Because I was an empath, right? I got the business too. The Ten of Swords to the Death in reverse. You were supposed to learn some sort of lesson from this cycle. Um, it was supposed to expand your knowledge and your wisdom, in order for you to grow, to go into a higher frequency vibration, to tap into your spirituality. Now, family, friends, sir, ma'am, I will say this, right? And this is gonna be very heartwarming. Because even if I don't know you personally, I love, I respect, I admire you. If I meet you someday, I want to hear your story, right? Um, Everybody's story is different. I've always been the type who wanted to listen to where people came from and what they did and what life was like, right? I've always been fascinated with people's story. Um, in this story that played here, you have been the type of person who was always good to people, but you could have been the one that always got the short end of the stick, where life could have been unfair for you. Life could have, had its, it's a lot of storms. You were always seeking for answers. You were seeking for belonging. You were seeking love. You were seeking someone just that you could trust. Then you could really fully trust and call a friend, call a lover, call a relationship. But it seems like every time you get around people, places, and things, they always show you differently. In this situation, you tried to cope. You could have worked out more, or you could have ate more. You did something with coping. You started coping a lot, doing a lot of something. Whatever it is, family, friends, star, ma'am, I see a lot of things. Somebody likes beef. I seen beef jerky. I seen a basketball. I seen like baking, or you were baking cupcakes, or you were baking desserts or something. Yeah, I seen a lot. So you were coping, right? With that can seem to be old. It gets old, or it just something that you grew out of. You were like, things need to change. And each and every time you made a decision, I think when you hit boredom is when you wanted something different, like when things were just played out. With the Ten of Swords to the Santa Muerta, it's almost like learning valuable life lesson. Whether you were dealing with friends, family, people, places, and things, each time you experienced a new beginning, it was almost feeling like you were learning a lesson in life. With this, I don't know what this is. If you're a man, you are attracted to a woman's figure, her body. Um, but also if she is stable, like you, for the men, you want a partner that is smart like you, or somebody that's just like you, but maybe just a little bit better. For you men, sometimes you may feel like women talk back too much, or women think that they have control over you. Or men, I don't know what you're thinking if you feel like you get into a relationship and then you have to conform, or I don't know, what are you thinking? You're I don't know. This is tough. This is really tough. How a man thinks. It's almost like you see things one way, your way, your way. You're the king of the castle, and you don't have time to play games with women who are chicken heads. Whoever said chicken heads, right? Somebody called them women are not chicken heads, right? Some women are immature, but not chicken heads, right? You may, so ladies, the men feel like women, you are attention seekers, or you use your body to sway men. Okay, so men have this, you guys have a perspective. You want somebody that's a lady, like you want a woman, a feminine energy, um, to know her submissiveness, but also to know her strength. Um, if you want a woman, you don't want a woman that's all up in another man's face. If she's gonna be yours, you're very protective of yours. And you just may feel like you haven't met the right one. Okay. Women. Oh, the thoughts I'm going to see in this one. Okay, women. Fellas, the women, how they feel about men. Um, Women have been. All right, lady. Okay. Um, Men, the reason why the ladies do what they do is because you're not handling your business. You want someone to take care of you. You want somebody to cook for you. You want somebody to be there for you. You want your mother. And the ladies are not your mother. So the women want you men to grow up and stand on business. Yes, if you're going to be the man, come in and act like the man and think like a man. Um, a woman doesn't want a man to come into her home and when she's gone at work, you're in her closet trying on her clothes. Okay, stop it. Okay, I don't know where that came. Who is that? You must have had a man that you were dealing with that was dressing in your clothes or something. I don't know who that was. Um, Family friends, sir, ma'am. The the women are looking for a good man to love, to nurture, to be there. The women are the ones that you go to work. The responsible women are those you give money to. You don't have to give your whole check, but you can give a couple of dollars to go give it to her, and a woman will flip that. It's almost like women have like why do men think that it's money that's gonna change it? Well, I don't know, but a lot of women these days, you guys want the money, you know what I'm saying, or what a man can do because they don't show up the way they need to. And you've given up on looking for a man or thinking that you are going to find a man that's going to take care of you. A lot of women, fellas, a lot of women have stepped up to be the mother and father roles. Oh wow. There's a lot of women who feel unsupported right now. Um, and for those women that cheat, I think when you're in a relationship and the man cheats, right? The woman is always gonna, she may forgive you, but she's always gonna remember that you cheated. And it's almost like she loses the trust in you. And when a woman loses her trust because you cheated, she's gonna do the same thing. Most women don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Most women, they get to the money, but some women, they turn around and cheat because you cheated on them, and that broke the relationship. Mm, all right. Family, friends, sir, ma'am. I hope that got across. Um, Fellas, something the women say, pay them their money back too. You borrowed some. Tell him I said to pay me my money back. Fellas, some of y'all owe these ladies some money. Pay these ladies their money back. What you borrow, you owe. And when you owe, you're gonna be in debt forever. So make sure you pay what you owe so you don't go into debt, right? Um, Ladies too. Um, Y'all just want an old man that's got some money that don't. Y'all want a sugar daddy who don't want no sugar, right? But you want somebody that's stable. You want somebody that has money, that one that's gonna love you and take care of you and provide for you. Um, Family, friends, sir, whether it's masculine, feminine energy, I feel the arguments, but one of y'all need to compromise. I don't know who's gonna compromise about what, who's willing to accept what. But family friends, thank you for choosing Truth Heals 1111, rocking with your girl Chloe. I am on Truth Heals 11 at YouTube. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Big hearts. You can send gifts, send the love. You can go to my website. I actually have some more projects I'm about to upload to my website. So again, I love each and every one of you. You can email me at truthheals1111@gmail.com. Now, if you're a hater, please don't hate on me hard, right? I accept good and bad comments because, again, you are only going to be telling me whether how you feel about you, or you can tell me something about how you feel about me. I am open to honest conversations and communication you would like to have with me. Go to truthheals1111@gmail. You can email me. I will respond to those emails. Um, and if you catch me when I'm in my gangster, you know what I'm saying? I'll hook you up with that reading. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, people. I'm cool, calm, and collect. Just be cool, calm, and collect with me. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you on my YouTube channel. Until then, have a great night. Have a good work week. Make sure you are eating healthy, eating right. With the insomnia, be mindful of the caffeine again. Be mindful of your thinking, of your thoughts. Be mindful of just your energy signature as well. The things you put in your mind, you feed your mind and your body as well. I love each and every one of you, and I will see y'all.